I hope this works. This is that MYJO that I've got, Presto-MYJO. I hope it works, and so I don't have to get another one. I've got this for the Columbia Roast Organic Gold K-Cups, the brew cups, so you can brew coffee. It's very nice and convenient, easy for you to carry, to keep on your desk, and it'll fit real. And then you can just fit it right in your desk drawer. I mean, it'll just fit right there. It's real nice and small. It's going to be very, very convenient. It shows 6 ounce, 8 ounce, 10 ounce. Makes 10 ounces of coffee out of a brew cup, whichever strength you want. And it's going to be very, very nice. It's very, very lightweight and easy to carry. No cord or anything. You just pour the hot water through, so that it effectively is just like those other little packages. But if I can figure out how to, the K cup goes in here somewhere, and then the water pours through. Okay, well, let's see Tanya Love, and I'll see if I can get this figured out. It looks real nice. I hope I don't have to order a larger one.
One of us, not just Rose and I, every single one of you, what you're focusing on right now, what you're focusing on day to day, whether you're saying it out loud or you're just vibrating that frequency to the universe, what the universe is hearing louder than anything is what your vibration is saying. And so if your vibration is saying, man, I suck and no one loves me and like I'll never be enough, and if you just catch it and be honest and be vulnerable with that, feel it, and then be willing to clear that and release it and let your vibration go into, and this is truly, it's like fake it till you make it world, where when you're feeling shitty, you sometimes have to be very conscious of faking it till you make it, meaning like, okay, a bunch of bullshit is in my movie and people are just projecting a bunch of cray-cray energy, but I am so grateful that the magic is coming, and I am so grateful for that my angels have a solution and that the beautiful doors are opening. And I do this all the time, and sometimes my kids would tease me just like, God, whatever, Mom, but they watch my life, and no matter what's happening in my movie, I go to that place of gratitude and expectation of miracles, and I manifest it again and again. So it doesn't mean like those of us that are really powerful magicians don't have things happen to us that test us or that aren't fun, but we know how to hold the frequency of going, okay, I observe this, I will not absorb it, and I'm going to focus my magic right over here where we're going to a higher vibrational state. We're going to go and holographically leap to a whole new holographic reality, even though it's like, those movies like Pretty Woman where she's like a prostitute and she's poor and like she doesn't love herself, and so the whole world's telling her how shitty she is because she's getting a mirroring of that. And then this guy comes along and it's like the whole princess story, like boom, her world turns around and she's holographically leaping to living now with a millionaire, and she's got money and status and love. Like those movies are kind of showing that we as humans have an opportunity to holographically leap any moment we choose to. And we have to learn the lessons of our self-love. Like at some level, Julia Roberts' character wanted to suffer and wanted to go through struggle. But a day came where she was done. And in her frequency, she was putting out like, I'm ready to go to a higher reality. Oh, okay, Richard Gere, he'll work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, truly, we don't have to justify it or explain why we're suddenly worthy. It's just a soul decides, I've had enough of this, and I'm now ready to be seen. So they used to not be seen. They used to be ignored, neglected, not paid, whatever. And then suddenly they're like, yeah, I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to hang out with Oprah. This is what I've been putting out lately. I'm like, yeah, me and Oprah and Ellen, we're going to hang out. And so you start putting out this vibration of a higher holographic reality, and you don't need to justify it. You don't need to explain to people why you should be worthy. That's none of their business. It's just you desire it, right? Is that Jingle Bells?
Kaima, there's a question.
Oh, yay.
From Pegasus. Pegasus says,
yeah,
knowing that the universe is abundant,
yeah,
our third world impoverished countries around the planet and its collective population, in fact, simply vibrating at a lower frequency?
Feel, man.
Okay, so is he saying, or who is this? Pegasus?
Pegasus.
Is this person saying, like, basically,
He's
people
asking.
that are
He's
impoverished?
he's asking. He's saying, knowing that the universe is abundant,
Yes.
are third world impoverished countries around the planet and its collective populations, in fact, simply vibrating at a lower frequency?
Absolutely. That is a great question because, yes, absolutely. So we can look at it in ourselves, right? In the micro, and then we can look at the macro. So the micro is like, we could just look at like Tanya Love as a human and like what I'm putting out in a frequency and how it's manifesting in my world personally. Then we can take Tanya Love and her tribe, like, you know, the tribe of her community, and then we can take the community and the country and go bigger. And so vibrationally, there will be a belief of deservability, of what we're worth, what we've been told, what we've been taught, and we take that in and we hold it in our cellular memory, and we say, oh, I have got black skin, or I've got white skin, or whatever, and people have told me this about that, or this worth about that, and so even though I may believe that I should be worthy, if I'm carrying around that cellular memory that says I'm not as worthy, I absolutely will send out a frequency of that. And then if I and my tribe believe that same thing, we will put out that frequency and it will amplify. So across the world, there are like billions of holographic realities playing out right now. And they're on the micro level, individuals. And then on the macro level, it's communities and collective consciousness. So on the global level, like if we ultimately believe, and this is something important to really pay attention to, every one of you that are listening, on the global level, if we innately believe that we are doomed and gloomed for, like, we have this doom and gloom belief of apocalypse and the world's going to destroy us because we're not worthy, then we will create that collectively. But I know we don't need to. I know that we absolutely have, like, this is kind of like the depressed human that's like, I must suffer. I need everyone to hate me and loathe me because I'm not worthy. And so at a human micro level, that's what's happening. It's suffering and pain and depression and lack. But at the collective level, if that same energy frequency is being amplified, then humans will wipe themselves out. They will extinct themselves just like an individual will commit suicide. So if we look at that vibrationally, absolutely, every one of our frequencies are important. It's just like a cell in a human body. The cell of Tanya Love is important. The cell of Rose FERRACHI is important. Amnon's important. The Pegasus cell is important. And the more of us that know ourselves important, and we love ourselves, and we are a shining, thriving, healthy cell, we vibrate with love, we vibrate with hope, with faith of a new earth, we absolutely will create that. So what I hope in my soul is that enough of you listening are ready to hold your focus for your own life, but also to be that vibrational frequency that emits such a powerful signal that we shift the collective consciousness into a higher vibrational state. So then there will be no third world countries that are impoverished because we will all be one and we will all help each other and we will no longer hoard money and hoard things because we will know that we all are here to thrive. What do you think about that, Rose? Like, that's my inner knowing on that. I was like passionate about that.
No, that was beautifully said. That is absolutely right. It is absolutely possible. And it is actually, you know, done, as good as done, if enough of us, and there is enough of us, you know, I am you, you are me. So we are collective consciousness. So like Tanya and I could get together with other, you know, people, you know, anyone who would be willing to raise the consciousness, you know.
We are, girl.
Yes, absolutely. You know, and so it is about, you know, who's willing to step it up and work together in this, because it's about working together, unity, no more separation.
Come together right now.
Break on through to the other side. That's right.
Yeah,
so, you know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, Amnon, did Pegasus respond? Like, did we get an amen on that?
I'm sure you did. He did not
Okay.
respond yet.
Okay, well, Pegasus, tell us what you think about that amazing moment of
That
truth.
one is if you don't.
I don't know that I would
That one
ask
is
him
if you
to
don't
say
want to use the
what
K
he's
cup.
thinking. I would just take it as
Okay.
it is.
That goes.
Okay, well, if they want to share, I was going to share it because I do this almost every week, and you know how much I
Oh, well,
love.
he's
That
saying
one.
thank
You
you.
don't need that one.
What's that?
Thank you, he says.
Thank you. Okay, that works. So, on what Rose and I have been talking about, like some of you, we get it if you actually are in a place where you don't have extra cash flow to be working with a healer, because you know it's kind of like some people, they can afford to go join a gym for $20 a month and figure it out on their own, and other people can afford to hire a personal trainer and they're going to work one-on-one. It's all about value and about what you have, the time, the desire, the money, and you know I would say it's mostly desire. But if you want to have a tool that will help you with what we're teaching about today, I highly recommend getting this book, Getting into the Vortex, and make sure you get the one with the meditation CD.
Yeah.
It's the teachings of Esther and Jerry Hicks, teachings of Abram. Have you heard of them,
Yes.
Rose? Okay,
Yes.
I figured.
Yes.
But
Love them.
Yes, and honestly, I have this in my
Yeah,
healing
yeah,
room, and
yeah.
I recommend every client to get this book. I'm
inside
like,
of it.
I should just buy a bunch of them and just have them here. But basically, the teachings of it
Yeah.
are all about vibrational alignment and helping you remember that you are one with your source, that in essence, you are a healthy, well, you can be, you are an amazing, important cell in the collective body. And so when our cell is thriving, we're like, I love my life, and we feel blissful and happy and expansive and euphoric. That is our natural state. But we live on such an earthly realm that has been so enslaved for so long that it's heavier in vibration. Well, not as much anymore, but that's where we came from, is in this earth plane. We've been kind of conditioned and taught that things are hard and that we have to pay for it, we have to earn it, no pain, no gain, all that stuff. And in essence, this book and the CD, for those of you that don't feel you can afford to hire us as healers, I encourage you to get that book. It's probably like $15 or something, and put in that CD every day and diligently focus, not with stress, but just the desire to let go, the desire to allow, the desire to come into a place of ease so that you can start becoming a vibrational match to everything you want. And if you want, I'll tell clients this, they'll be like, Tanya, I really know I meant to mentor with you, and like, you're amazing, and I feel so drawn to work with you, but I can't afford it. And I'll say, here's your first assignment then. I'll encourage them to get that book. And then I will say, I want you, do you believe in angels? And they'll be like, yeah. I'd say, you believe the universe helps you? And, oh, yeah, okay. Then I want you to tell the universe how much you're ready to work with me, and that you know that you need this amount of money, and that you thank the universe for taking care of all the details on that. And I have had so many clients actually take that and then put it out there to the universe, and money comes in for them. So instead of saying, like the guy on the phone with me the other day, oh, I can't afford it, but I go to the bar and I'm going to go buy my cigarettes. And, you know, instead of putting out that energy of I can't afford what I need, I encourage you guys all to stop doing that and to start focusing on thanking the universe for bringing you the money, the time, and the desire and passion to step in as warriors of light, to step in and actually have the courage to take your wand back. Because most of us, if you watch like that movie Tomorrowland, I highly recommend that film. One of the things that the guy in the end who was kind of messing with humanity, it was like a test, and he was like, you know, you guys all gave up. And he's like, you gave up and you started believing this apocalypse story and you started expecting doom and gloom. And he goes, and you know why? Because when you expect that, it asks nothing of you. But the ones that actually are like, wait a minute, we can make this world a better place. We could change it. We could make these systems, the judicial system that's all corrupted, we could change that. We could change healthcare to where energy healers are acknowledged, and we don't give people medicine to just experiment. We don't just chop things out of their body without tuning in. We could be different. And we could do, teach our children to find what they love and to follow their passion instead of make them little conformed robots in a system that enslaves them. We could